5 reasons why you should post a YouTube video every single day as a real estate agent. Okay, hear me out. First thing first, I know that a lot of people, they're just trying to do one a week. I totally get it. Okay, I do. But I just want to go over what will happen and what will change if you move from one to two, two to three, and you continue to where you're doing it once a day. I mean, it's going to be absolutely amazing for you. So, if you're going to be committing to one long form video every single day for a year, it's not just making 365 videos, okay? It's building a massive library of content that can generate trust, leads, referrals, and appointments for years. It is incredibly powerful, and most agents are not doing this. Okay, so number one, you are going to build a 365-day video sales team that never sleeps. I remember one of the earlier people that I coached years ago was making weekly videos, right? Trying to get to one to two a week and wasn't having immediate success right away, but was still making content. Then, sure enough, a few months later, someone reached out from a video that she had made, right? And this particular case was talking about lake homes. And she did a lot of series on these lake homes that were near this. And people that were looking to move in were finding it. And she was able to find different buyers from the content that she made, right, about this particular lake and going through and talking about all sorts of things there. It was incredible that months later, this would still happen, or even in some cases, for many people I've coached, it could be 6 months to a year later after you've made the content that they're searching out, finding you, and reaching out. Okay, what I love about this is you're building that 365 video sales team that never sleeps. So after 30 days, 30 videos are working for you. Want to replicate yourself? I've heard this so often. Oh, I wish I could replicate myself and I would totally crush it and I do it. Okay, you can, right? At least in this form. 90 days, 90 videos, 6 months, 180 videos that are working in your favor. And 1 year can be 365 videos, unless, of course, it's a leap year, right? Get that extra one every four. Okay, and unlike phone calls, your videos, that content doesn't disappear when the conversation ends, right? It is so powerful. So if you're making a video of 5 mistakes to avoid when selling your home in whatever city you're in, right? In this case, Gilbert, Arizona, it could still generate a seller lead months or even years later. It is incredibly powerful. Um, so here's the big idea, the concept. You're building digital real estate while selling real estate. And it's not as hard as you think when you start to work and batch these all at once. So, for instance, if I'm making this content, right, it's not that hard to take a quick 5 minute break, recalibrate, and then make the next one. You can literally do all of your videos, right, in a week and then repurpose them throughout the other social media platforms throughout that week as well. So it's really powerful. Start with one. I'm not telling you to jump to seven right away, okay? But the faster you get to one a week is the faster we can get to one a day. Okay. Number two, you become the agent people feel like they already know. This is so important, right? Imagine potential sellers watching, right? Your market update, your pricing videos, your mistake sellers make videos, the neighborhood tours, the listing strategies, negotiative. What does this buy, right? 5 reasons why you love it, why you don't, okay? All those different things that you can get. But by the time they contact you, usually it could be on the first, but about 4 to 6, they've already spent hours or more listening to you. You are at such a strategic advantage. I mean, it is incredible. And the referrals that you get from here, the people that are watching and come in, they could recommend to a friend. It is insane the power of this. It's completely being different than just having an agent on cold call. And I know I've done so many cold calls and I know that game. Okay. But instead of who you are, what do they start with? Hey, I've been watching your videos. I love your content. Right? I feel like I know you. They do. They totally feel, even you watching this, if you're watching my content, You know me probably better than I know you. You get to know, right, my personality. So if you're watching it, thank you so much. Please subscribe. Jump in my free and paid coaching groups. The paid, when you're really ready to get serious, I'll help you do these things and give you the topics so you don't have to even think about them. I'll just tell you, hey, these are the ones to do that are working. Okay. But if they're watching your videos, it's a huge shift. It will be your absolute favorite, and you'll wonder why you didn't do this before. Same as me, right? This is why I make them all the time, every day. I know they build and work. Okay. Number three, your skills improve dramatically. Your first videos are not going to be your best. I remember those on mine. I didn't even know how to do any of these things right. I mean, I had an idea, but it's not the same, right? But you didn't need them to be. Here's why. You're going to make 365 videos. So you're going to get 365 reps in, right? You're going to speak, you're going to teach, you're going to storytell, you're explaining, you're presenting, and you're selling. And guess what? You're improving. Even that 1% every day adds up. But think about this, right? About how much better you could be explaining why they should list with you. Okay. Why why shouldn't they wait for rates to drop? Why is their home worth this price? Why should they buy now? Why should they wait? Video isn't just marketing, it's sales practice. And I've never learned the most in my life when I'm forced to teach something to other people. Yes, they learn something too, but I really learn about it. So it's extremely valuable, right? As you're going through that market report, you really know the market. They know you know the market, right? And you're going to get better and better and better at these things, right? Or the inventory, the list, or the reasons. Okay, number four, one long form video, as I alluded to earlier, can become your entire content machine. This is where one strategy gets really powerful. So think about if you're making an 8 to 15-minute YouTube video. What does that turn into really? Well, you're going to get your long form video, which I strongly recommend on YouTube, right? That can also turn into 3 to 5 shorts that you can go across other channels. Can bring in 2 reels, it's some TikTok, a Facebook post off that, an email, a blog, several quotes and graphics. So it's not like you necessarily have to make all of those pieces of content every single day, right? If you're batching it, now we can cut it up and then repurpose and utilize it. So you create one great idea and then you get to redistribute it, right? It's great. So if you think about it, if you do it every day for a year, that's going to be 1,000 additional pieces of content, right? Off those long forms, what they could potentially do. And that is really, really powerful, guys. All right. Number five, you give yourself hundreds of chances to get clients. This is what I hear from them. I don't know where to get clients, right? It's a difficult market. Okay. But yet there's still some people that are really successful in it, right? And I always look at, well, what are you doing to get clients? How do they know about you? And this might be the biggest reason of all. You don't know which video will hit. I remember coaching a person and we thought one would do so well and it didn't. But then a surprising one did, and it just took off. That can happen, right? When I'm making content, sometimes I don't know which one is going to be a massive hit, and sometimes one surprised me, and I've had as much as almost 400 something thousand views, right? It's crazy. I would never imagine that, but I don't know which one, so I'm just going to keep creating content, doing my best, and trying to improve. Okay, video 17 might generate nothing. But video number 61 gets a buyer. 103 generates a listing appointment, and so on and so forth. One might help rank in search, one gets shared, right? 287, you might be sharing it to your database and sending it out because it's something really worthwhile that everyone is keying on or became relevant. And number 342, right at the end of almost a year, might be your biggest video ever. But here's the great part. We don't need tons of views to be really successful. We just need one person, the right person seeing it, and then reaching out with a call to action that we have. And then they come to us and we get an opportunity with them. So, what normally happens? Most agents make 5 to 10 videos, usually probably 1 to 5, actually, and don't see immediate results. And what do? They quit. Okay. But the agent who's going to do it every day for a year, That's 365 opportunities to get discovered, repurpose content, get better, and improve. So let's look at what really happens, right? The real power. What happens after 3 years? Okay, if you keep going on one long form every single day, and remember, we can batch it so we can have one day where we're doing these. That's 365, right? Year two, 730. And then year three is over 1,000, right? 1095 of videos. Can you imagine having 1,000 videos answering every virtual question the buyer, seller, investor could possibly ask? How do you think that would do for your AI rankings that are going to be really important coming up and already are now? Can you imagine if you're the authority on these things, these questions, these areas? You become a real estate knowledge library and it becomes more and more powerful. And if other agents aren't doing it and you are, you're going to naturally fill that space. And let's just be honest, most aren't going to do this. I already know. I would safely say the majority will not do this. Okay. For whatever reason, the challenge, they're not going to do it. But every single day can potentially be what? Okay. You can be getting views, building trust, generate subscribers, create conversations, produce appointments, create closings, okay, generate referrals, and building up your social media online presence as well as AI. Okay, here's a tip. And guys, you made it to the end. Thank you so much. Bonus. Stop worrying about every video to be perfect. I'll flip things here and there. I don't really care. I'm just gonna go, right? In fact, it can be an underrated advantage, right? People see you as human as well. It's not just perfected. They know it's not AI, right? Which it could be. But don't worry about that. When you're making one video a month, yeah, you're going to stress over it, right? You can obsess it. But if you're making one every day, hit record, deliver value, publish, improve tomorrow. Okay? You don't need this video to go viral. You're building an asset every single day. Guys, I promise you this. You put in the work, you put in the effort, you're going to improve. Build up to it. If you can't hit it today, let's reach you where you're at. Can you do one video once a week? Start there. As soon as you can, let's get to two. And then so on and so forth, right? Until you have it every single day. But it's going to be so powerful. You're going to have great success. Jump in my paid. I will help you on which topics that you need to do. Get in free if you just want to get some guidance, and make sure you subscribe. I'll go over some great stuff every single day for you that I promise if you're implementing will help, because I've already done this with the coaching clients that are having incredible success. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I want you, if you're in, put I'm in, commit, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.